Have you watched any of the Darrell Brooks trial? No. Only like the clip that went viral of him arguing with the judge. I know he's representing himself. I also heard that he built a fort. Like he got removed from the court and built a fort out of boxes to hide in or some shit. Like I know it's goofy. I know he's a bit of an oddball. Thanks for your sub, Tori and Rob. Let me give sub Brown. Is he trying for insanity? I don't know. And I also don't know if that's even a good strategy. I don't remember who made the video. It might have been Jim Can't Swim. I'm not sure. But apparently going for the insanity plea is bad. You set yourself up for a really, really, really rough time. He's not going for insanity, he's going for a mistrial. I read that theory as well. Like him arguing with the judge was hoping that she'd snap at him and then he'd be able to make a case for a mistrial. But she didn't play his ball game. I just don't think he's that smart. Like I don't think he has the capacity to even come up with that plan. He gave his closing statements today? Fine, I'll check it out. Okay, I haven't seen this clip. With a title like that, I have to see this. Hold on. And then I'll see the closing statements.
Put in writing, but I'll also give you this opportunity to verbally advise the court and make your requests. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir? I would note he put 2 boxes right in front of where he's seated, so I can't.
It's his fort.
See his face. I see his jacket is off, so I can see the outline of his arms. And I can see.
Okay, for people that don't know, I'll bring everyone up to speed. This guy is an absolute goofball, but what he's done is anything but goofy. This is the guy that ran his car through the Christmas parade and killed, I think it was 6 people. He's representing himself at the trial right now. Oh, yeah, it even says right here, killing 6.
The jacket on the back of this chair. He is unmuted. I've confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as it relates to the draft packet of
When was this?
Would there be any additions,
Last December, I think.
or deletions?
Obviously it was Christmas, but I think he was asking what year. I think it was last December.
Yes, I think that's fair. I'm going to advise the bailiff to remove the box so I can see Mr. Brooks.
Last November, okay.
I don't know what he's doing behind there. He has quieted down. I haven't heard him in a while. If you could move the second one because it can interfere with the microphone as well. And the third one.
Well, now you've ruined his whole defense.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you for a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any requests for instructions that aren't included that you believe should be included? Any edits or deletions from the packet that has been provided to you?
Hey, why do you tell them to move my body?
Because I couldn't see you, sir.
Or what?
I've asked you twice now, and I'll ask you a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the
But they're my.
instructions?
That was his
Additions,
fucking box fort.
deletions, edits,
Have some respect.
or otherwise?
Hey, man, you don't gotta talk to me like that.
Do you have any requests
First of all,
related
what?
to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they gonna be honored though.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your?
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, for what anyone that doesn't keep up, and admittedly I haven't watched this whole thing top to bottom. I've only seen the clips. His tactic is yell at the judge as much as possible, hoping that she'll snap it back at him, but she just treats him like an actual baby. Just, hey, that wasn't nice. Can you use your inside voice? Okay, I don't really want to go down this road. Can you stop? Why are you so mad? Please? This is silly. Just all she gives him. Because if she does, like, snap back to try and, like, discipline, based on what I've read, they could try for, like, a mistrial stating, like, the judge was biased or the judge clearly had it out for the client or some shit like that. So she's just keeping her cool, keeping everything super mellow, super stoic. So good for her. Man killed 6 people. Yep. I think it's killed 6, injured 60. Something in that ballpark. 50 or 60. He's an absolute monster.
And I've been getting disrespected since the beginning of this whole process.
Let's give some rage. In the tier 1 rage. The Prime Dante.
Mr. Brooks, do you
Tier
have any
1.
requests?
Ortiz.
I'm tired of it too.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Ain't nobody understand why I'm frustrated. How you gonna sit up here and make decisions based on what you think I said when I didn't get consent for you to do any such thing?
Sir, I understand you may be upset, and I really do,
No, you
but
don't
I've made my
understand nothing.
determinations.
You don't understand nothing. You don't understand anything, Your Honor. You don't. Because
I'm gonna mute him again because he's not answering the questions that I'm very clearly asking him, and I've given him 5 opportunities.
Give him his boxes back and he'll be more
Mr.
talkative.
Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? I'll unmute you for that answer.
I can't hear everything you're saying.
Mr. Brooks, I know the audio's turned up. I believe you can hear me. You've chosen not to put the headphones on. That's your choice. My final question to you: do you have any requests as it relates?
That was a
to
plot
the
twist. I didn't expect that. I can't hear you because I'm not wearing headphones.
Am I muted?
No.
I just told you, I don't know how many times, I can't hear everything you said.
Then you should put the headphones on.
Don't you understand? What about that don't you understand? If you see headphones, you can see everything. You can see boxes, but then you see headphones.
Have you asked for headphones to be provided, sir?
I shouldn't have to ask for them. I asked for my boxes.
Oh, they did. That was the problem.
I believe they took them away previously because you were so agitated they were perhaps afraid you might break
Yeah,
them.
I'm still agitated. I ain't gonna stop being agitated. That ain't gonna stop. You sit up here and do everything you're doing and think God don't see what you're doing?
You can't call God as a witness. That's not fair. That's like summoning Exodia.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury
Yeah,
instructions?
I can hear what you're saying. I can hear what you're saying.
You just told me you didn't. So which one is
Yeah,
it?
I got the headphones on. You can't see that?
What are your requests as it relates? What are your requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
A little bit of ice cream in my boxes back.
Oh, little sir. Now it's all this sir and all this. I'm gonna get where I'm going. Try to put on this little act like you so worried about what's going on with me. You don't give a damn. Never did.
Mr. Brooks, you're being disrespectful again.
You've been being disrespectful. You've been being disrespectful.
I need to know what your position is.
Is this
regarding the jury
is this
instructions.
the only question that gets asked in the whole 20 minutes here?
What do you mean? Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I need to know whether you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir.
Yeah, first of all, why am I charged with 2 bail jumpings when I was already charged in Milwaukee for the same bail jumping? That's double jeopardy.
It's not double jeopardy. Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
I'm not familiar with the law. Is double jeopardy something that you could, like, an actual legal thing, or is this man really confused on where he is right now? Because that was a quick a quick overruling. It can be, but not here. Okay. So it can't be tried twice. They call it double jeopardy. Gotcha. Interesting term for it. Thanks to the Prime Elmer, Jillian, and the resub Hellcaster, Juan, Two-Face, and the Tier 1 Chunks. And the reason you can't hear it is because this guy is not actually talking into the device he's supposed to be talking. So it's very hard to make out what he's saying.
The same charge that I'm already charged with. You can't do that. The Fifth Amendment says that you can't place somebody in jeopardy of life and limb. Twice. I'm already charged with the same count in Milwaukee. This for the same case. It's the same bail jumping charge. So how am I charged with that here?
Sir, I'm not going to provide a legal explanation other than to say I've reviewed that. Your objection is noted, but the jury will be instructed regarding the bail jumping.
It can't be because that's double jeopardy. Under the law, if two charges are identical in nature, you cannot place me in jeopardy of life and limb twice. You can't do that.
What's your next?
The same case number.
What's your next request, sir? I'm noting your objection.
I'm trying to talk. Can I get it out? You always want me to not interrupt you, but you always find a way to talk over me.
I understand your position. I'm saying it's
You
overruled.
always want respect. You always want respect.
Well, you're not hearing the epilogue here. He's about to overrule your overruling if you give him a moment.
Same bail jumping charge here that I've already been charged with. That is double jeopardy. You can't charge me for the same exact bail jumping that I'm already charged with, that I was charged with before this even came about.
Sir, the bail jumping charges in Waukesha County are based upon your violating your bail while in Waukesha County by driving through the Christmas parade and allegedly killing 6 people and injuring 61 others.
Okay.
That's the distinction.
Again, there is no distinction. It's the same charge.
It's the same offense. It doesn't mean it's the same factual basis, sir.
Oh my god.
Charged with bail jumping with the date of violation of November 21 in Milwaukee County anywhere. Further, the double jeopardy prohibition would prevent him from being convicted twice, not charged twice.
All right, so we've addressed that, sir. What other requests do you have as it relates to the jury instructions?
I want to know why I'm even charged twice with the same thing. You can't charge
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What the
that
fuck?
I'm already charged with bail jumping for that already. So you can't essentially say, oh, well, because you were already on bail, we're gonna charge you.
It's a different date of violation, sir. The conduct for the
He's
bail
recent
jumping is
Ace and
related
Ladybug.
to the
The Prime
allegation
Slay.
that you
Hold on. I
committed
gotta
a
skip
crime
around. There's
to
no way we stay on this for 20 minutes.
Same exact thing that I was on bail for.
No way.
Same exact thing, the same exact case. So why are we giving the jury instructions on 2 cases?
state.
Oh, he got his boxes back. He can build his fort again.
Turning to page 61. So I've considered the request by the state. I am going to rely on what information they put in the charging document.
He's Resub Fobsy.
I'm going to deny the request to include the specific case numbers. There's evidence, of course, that was received regarding the 2 separate cases out of Milwaukee County that form the basis for
Give him a couple extra
bail
boxes.
jumping counts. It will be up to the jury to review the evidence and make a determination as to the verdict forms, though, that were
What's in the boxes? He's representing himself, so it's probably just a bunch of like legal books and shit.
Obviously, the 3rd count of bail jumping is incorrect. That needs to be battery, and that change will be made. I'm also having Madam Clerk include all of the numbers for the jury instructions when they go back, so it's very clear. Some of them did not have them on, just frankly from prior So as it relates to this, the state is asking that I simply
He's vanished, Your Honor.
instruct the jury.
The box ghost has
pattern
claimed him.
instruction and not include that second paragraph. I had previously advised the jury with another paragraph that I
This is so eerily similar to that case I've told you guys about multiple times, and I keep forgetting who it was, but it was a man who had killed his girlfriend, and I believe it was the boy, his son, testified against him, giving the details, and he's like, no, you guys are all wrong. I did kill her, but not where you said I killed her. So if you're going to tell the story, you're going to tell it right in front of the whole court. That shit was wild. I can't remember who that was. Was that Ronnie O'Neill? That name looks very familiar. Thanks, resub Toad and Jacobs. Yep, that was another person who represented himself. Somehow, the people that represent themselves are the dumbest people of all time. That's weird, right? That's weird how that works. I even just voice cracked that, how strange that was. You would think if you're representing yourself, you're like a super intellectual being. But I mean, I don't know. Not a great track record. So weird. Thanks the bitch ship. So what was the other one? The closing statements? Actually, I came this far. I want to see how it ends.
paragraph.
Does he come back
I
from
need
the
to
box
be able
fort?
to move the boxes away from his face. I need to be able to see him. He can keep them on the table, but they need to be moved off to the side. And if he does it one more time, then I will instruct the bailiffs to take the boxes away. Those
No,
are
hey!
cut materials.
Take the
If there's
boxes
something
away.
in those
Those are his
materials
toys.
related to jury instructions, he should take those out now. Otherwise, they need to be moved away from the microphones and away from blocking his face.
I'm not putting them there, I'm putting them there for a reason. Don't have nothing to do with her DNA.
Thanks, resub Yeet.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on the verbiage of jury instructions
Don't ask me-
70
don't
on
ask me
page
no-
Hey, Socks.
65?
Don't ask me no question. Are you my accuser?
What?
Are you my accuser, Your Honor?
All right, he's choosing not to answer, so I'll mute him again. It's unfortunate that he's deciding not to participate in this. I agree with the state. I don't need to highlight that second paragraph.
What is the protocol for this? I'm very curious. Everyone I've seen represent themselves, at the very least, tries to play ball. Like the guy who openly admits to murdering his girlfriend and correcting the people on where he murdered her. But this guy just straight up doesn't do anything. He just builds box forts. So at this point, is it just like a field day? You could just give them like everything all at once since he's not defending himself? Thanks to the gift sub Sweetan. The judges usually like to be lenient in these cases to prevent grounds for appeals. Well, that's what I was saying, right? Because they're doing everything they can to avoid a mistrial motion, right? Because, I mean, this is a very serious case. This guy is an absolute fucking monster. This guy is evil. This is the guy that ran through that Christmas parade, killed 6 people, injured 60. This is a man by no means should be let off easy under any circumstances, so they're doing everything they can to tiptoe around here to make sure there is absolutely no wiggle room for mistrial accusations. So I get that. So any question she asks, she can answer for him if he refuses, and doing it all herself means there's even less chance of an appeal. Interesting. No, this guy's not trying for insanity. People keep saying that. He's just that dumb. It seems like the only play he's trying to make is making the judge mad for like maybe a mistrial. It's not like an insanity plea or anything.
out, but I will include in the paragraph that reads, at times, comma, Mr. Brooks has
Executive sub
appeared
against
from another
Sweet
courtroom,
Tan.
period, this must not influence your verdict in any manner.
Can we get an extra box out here, please? All right, fine. We'll do a couple more clips from him. I've only seen a few. I haven't seen him do the examinations. Please do the clips of him with his own witness. Okay. What? Which one? This one? The XGF one? Which one? Both of these sound like they could be fucking wild. All right, we'll do this one first.
Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions.
All right, sir. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do, and I object to being called that name for the record.
What?
Do you recall giving a
What?
statement to an officer?
Someone fill me in on the lore. What does he want to be called? He's claiming his name isn't Darrell Brooks. Oh my god, how did I miss all of this shit? I've only seen some of the clips. I had no clue. What? He thinks it's a loophole. We've seen this before on court cam. There was a guy, I don't remember what he's there for. It might have been a DUI, but I'm just spitballing what it was. But his whole thing was, that wasn't me. That person that you're accusing of doing that is not me. That's not me. And then they asked what his name was, and he's like, it's not that. That was his whole defense. Is he trying that in this situation? That's wild. What the fuck? Okay, I missed that one. All right. Thanks to Prime Tristan and the resub Nick and the gift sub Sonia.
Officer Probst.
I don't know his name, but I've talked to an officer.
And you did talk to an officer that night?
I talked to an officer on the phone. I did not talk to an officer that night. I mean, on the phone I did, but not in person.
Okay, interesting.
So it was a conversation on the non-emergency line. Would that be fair to say?
It was on the non-emergency line. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on the non-emergency line.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall the description that you gave at that time?
I do. Well, my best of my knowledge was that you were either black, Latino,
Who's you?
or mixed.
Who's you?
Hold on, you have to let him answer the question first before you interrupt him with another one. Go ahead with the description you provided that night.
I said that the individual was either black, mixed, or Latino.
So it would be fair to say you didn't know at the time?
I was giving a general description.
So it would be fair to say that you weren't sure?
I was positive it was you.
Who is you?
You. I'm looking at you.
I'll make note of that.
And how did you come to that conclusion? The
You sure?
you conclusion.
I'm looking at you.
How did you come to that conclusion? Did you?
What conclusion?
Because
Can you restate the question?
You're saying that you gave a description.
All right, fine. Chat keeps pointing it out. I will also bring attention to it. This man's hairline is fucked up. It looks like the bat signal. Fine. We can get it out of the way now. All right? And now let's move on. We get it. He's got a fucking awful hairline.
On the non-emergency phone line, correct?
It was on a non-emergency line.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no name or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
I had no idea who you were.
And so how can you say how can you say you then if you had no idea?
I'm looking at you. You are the guy.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
You and I were standing in the same yard looking at each other.
So is it possible you saw something on the news?
No, I had no idea who you were.
What?
Interesting.
I'll make note.
Do you recall giving a description of approximately 5'9" and 160 pounds?
Yeah, something like that.
I think you said cream and Bob and
Something
green,
like that,
Nintendo
or would that be
toaster
accurate?
and Toad.
I didn't have a tape measure out. It was just a guesstimate.
Would it be fair to say that since you keep identifying me as you, would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" nor 160 pounds?
You have your shoes on or off right now?
Would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" and 160 pounds?
If you take your shoes off and step out of them, they could have a better.
Well, I'm not going to have them do that, but if you're able to answer the question, do you agree?
I'd
or
have to be
disagree?
standing next to him. That's what I made my judgment from. We were about 2
Does
feet
it-
from each other.
Does it look like I'm 5'9"?
I don't know. We were a lot closer.
Does it look like I'm 160 pounds?
I can't tell either. He could very well be 5'9".
Right.
I have no fucking clue.
As to his appearance today, just like his hair isn't in dreadlocks today.
Sustained.
Objection.
Next question.
Grounds for the sustain.
All right. Okay, then. Let me see this one.
So at this point, there's no telling what witnesses will be here tomorrow, right?
Well, based on the groupings that you gave to the state, it sounds like we got through only one from each
Right.
kind of
One-
category. So we'll go back to the first would have been Thursday
Yeah,
morning.
he's defending
You can call
himself.
The rest of Thursday morning. Was there 2 left of that?
Yes, correct.
So we
And so let's do Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. The people you designated, I'm going to direct the state to have here tomorrow morning. That's 4 witnesses, whatever order of those 4.
5. It's 5, but yes.
5?
We'll have them here, based on your original list.
And then, how many does that leave? Because I'm not
that's what I'm trying to
doing
figure out.
good with math this
4.
late in the day. 4, so 4 in the afternoon then. So our hope is to get through all your witnesses
I can't say this
tomorrow.
for the record. One witness I intend to call tomorrow is not going to be 35 minutes.
Fair enough. Do you plan to call that person in the morning or the afternoon?
I'll call him right now.
I'm leaning towards the afternoon. That could change depending on the flow of the morning, I would guess.
1 o'clock
Let me
tomorrow
skip
afternoon.
around.
So we
Thank
need to be
you.
mindful of people's schedules.
Thank you. We'll have everyone else here at
That's
8:30.
interesting because what if that was not who I was referring to?
Then you need to tell me right now so I can make an alteration to that.
Come on, Judge.
Sir, we're at the end of the 3rd week of trial.
So
I
can we
need
at
to
least
keep
be
this
fair?
moving
Can we at
along.
least be fair and say that's not due to me though?
That would not be fair to say.
How?
It's
How? The state said that they needed 5 to 7 business days to present their case. Did they or did they not say that on the record?
and there's.
So how
It doesn't
did
matter how we got there at this point.
I don't
I'm
even
trying-
know
my
where
job
we're
is to
at.
get all the
Should've been
witnesses
chopped.
done.
So does he get his ex-girlfriend
So,
here?
I'm directing the state to have Miss Patterson come tomorrow afternoon.
If that's
And the
what I was
other
referring to, which I
witnesses?
wasn't, but everybody think they know what I'm thinking.
Then you need to tell them if it's someone else, and if you want her here in the morning.
I'll
then
say
that-
this. Everybody that was here today that didn't get called, I have them here tomorrow. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
And you need to tell me. who
Look
you
up the
want in
stare
morning,
down. Well, that's
not by the order,
that's
who
the
you
clip
want for the
I
afternoon.
know the best
Otherwise, I'm
about
gonna
the
make
whole
order
asking
that
him
I
a
just
question
made.
thing.
No, how you gonna make the order for me?
Under 906.11, sir.
No, you can't. I can call. I have the right to call them in the order that the state didn't have to have an order, and I'm guessing
No, but the
Correct me
state's
if I'm wrong, but
helping
I'm-
you out in terms of the order.
they were helping me out with serving
And
the
they're
Eggs of
helping
prime
you-
flame and the Risa
not
bisquilla,
the order
hentai,
of how I
prosciutto,
would call the
chief,
witnesses, but the subpoenas.
and Wayne.
And I gave the state.
Do you want to be responsible for calling each person tonight and telling them what time they need to be here? Or should we let the
See,
state
here we
do
go
that?
with this again.
Jesus Christ, does he get his girlfriend there or not? No, the trial ends tomorrow. So now I'm catching up. Oh, here we go.
I will be advising
This is 58 minutes.
clerk to have the jurors brought out. And then I'll ask you, sir, to call the defense.
Thanks, Risa,
next
Emo, and
witness.
Sunny.
Can we address subject matter jurisdiction and still has to be proven for the record?
I decline to do so. Your objection is noted for
Is
the
the
record.
audio on?
Your objection is noted for the record.
Is the audio on?
Yes, it's on, sir. It's on.
What do you mean, is the audio on?
So we're not going to address subject matter jurisdiction that has yet to be proven.
2
for the
times
record.
speed it?
For the record, I have addressed it,
No, you haven't
and
proven it
there's
for
a
the
written,
record.
and your objection's noted for the
Have you
record.
proven subject matter jurisdiction for the record? Have you proven it?
Oh, I'm just trying to see maybe like important
Prosecution
timestamps.
Oh, okay. Email that to her and print it out.
So that's a judicial determination that you don't have to answer that, Your Honor, being a public servant?
I was talking to my clerk. I didn't hear what you asked. The jury's coming in.
You heard what I asked.
I actually did not.
Come on.
Look up a highlight. Yeah, maybe just a compilation. I didn't realize there was so much wacky shit to it. Like I said, I only saw like the viral Twitter clips from this shit. My God. He's a resub saint. He thinks he's Saul. I don't even think he thinks he's Saul though, because he's not actually playing ball. He's just refusing to participate. That's the opposite of Saul. Yeah, we already did the box fort thing. That's how we got on here, because I wasn't aware that it went so hard. But yeah, the box fort convinced me that this is wackier than I thought it was going to be. The case isn't, by the way. Again, the case is anything but that. Dude's a complete menace. But Christ, this trial is wild. This is day 1.
Mr. Brooks, you just interrupted me within a minute of us starting this case here today. I'm asking you to respectfully not interrupt me. That's the second time, so I can go through the list of things that I need to get through this morning.
The trial for Darrell Brooks, the man accused of driving through the Waukesha Christmas parade last year, killing 6 people, begins, and Brooks is representing himself as a sovereign citizen.
Wow. Okay, so he's going for the sovereign citizen card. I think this is just a theory. I think this whole sovereign citizen thing was started by 4chan as a joke. Kind of like that whole thing with like JFK Jr.'s been revived and he's announcing his presidency, just go wait here for a month. I honestly think sovereign citizenry was started by 4chan just to troll people in the real world. Because all it does is get people arrested because it's not a real thing and they make absolute fucking fools of themselves. Every single time. Like 100% of sovereign citizen cases gets people in jail. Yeah, the sovereign citizen cop clips are unreal. I wasn't driving under the influence. I'm a traveler. The vehicle is moving and I happen to be in it. I'm not driving, I'm traveling is a big one. Or I'm not Charles White. Charles White is my vessel. Or, yep, we're not in America. There's another big one. I don't know how long Sovereign Citizen's been around. I really don't. I only know it from all of the clips over the last decade. He got a 15-year-old pregnant, the ex-girlfriend in question, and tried to use growing up without a dad to try and serve a shorter sentence. The ex-girlfriend is the witness thing? Jesus Christ. His big thing today was telling the jury that they can nullify any law. Well, hold on, let me check the day one stuff real quick to get fully
I'm
caught up.
Anjanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. Darrell Brooks faces 76 counts in Waukesha County. 6 of those counts are intentional homicide. And we're looking at the top moments of the Brooks trial so far, with opening statements beginning Thursday. The day started with Waukesha County Judge Jennifer Darrell asking Brooks to put on a suit.
It is your choice, though. Are you willing to go back to your cell and put on your suit?
It is my right to do so or to not do so. And at this point, Your Honor, who doesn't know that I'm in custody?
Mr. Brooks, I've had many trials with individuals who were in custody, and when I've talked to the jurors after the conclusion of the case, they had no idea. The whole
Jesus
point
Christ,
of
doing
allowing
everything
for street
to
clothing
like teach him
is
how to
not
defend himself.
only to shield jurors from the fact that you are in custody, but also you being in a suit and a tie or other street clothing.
Here, I'll go ahead and spoil this because I already know what's coming. One of the main reasons they do it is for appearances. It shows like a level of professionalism, and things come across more genuine. For example, like if you're giving some kind of emotional statement, the more well dressed and well kept you are, the better received it is by the jury. Stuff like that. It just brings like a level of like humanity to it.
I think also lends to the dignity of the proceedings. This is a trial. Again, it is your choice. Are you willing to go back to your cell and be dressed in the street clothes that you previously appeared in?
With all due respect, I do not agree with that assessment whatsoever. There's no possible way that anybody will not know that I am in custody. I think that's a well-known fact because it's reported on every day in the media. It's shown every day on the news where I am, what jail I'm housed in, and that I'm in custody. It's virtually impossible for anybody to not know that I'm in custody.
And joining me to discuss this is Bernarda Villalona. She is a
We don't even need like a
former
discussion. Like
prosecutor.
he's an idiot. We get it. He's dumb.
Because usually that's the very basic in every trial, in every case where the defendant, the number one they take into account is I want to be professionally dressed so a jury can watch me and be able to judge me fairly because of one, the clothes that I have on. Remember, first appearances are the most important.
Let's take a look at another clip where the judge obviously got frustrated with Brooks.
More interruptions. We'll be off the record while we do that. Thank you, everyone.
I don't agree to a stop or I move for a motion to dismiss for being under duress and being coerced into a contract that I did not consent or agree to.
Oh, his first mute. Oh, no, unmuted.
Now, Bernarda, what?
Okay. I don't want to go through all 5. He starts laughing during a witness testimony. Nice.
Did Mr. Brooks say anything to you or Erica or Nick as he was leaving?
He told Erica he was... Oh.
The basis for your objection, you said objection, right?
Is hearsay and irrelevant.
Is it being offered for the truth of the matter asserted?
Well, it's a statement by a party opponent, so it's not hearsay.
Oh, it's his statement. Sorry. I think I misheard what she said. All right. The objection is overruled. If it's, she may testify as to words that you spoke on this occasion. Go ahead.
He told Erica that he was gonna find her and he's gonna kill her.
Can we pull up Exhibit 5 for the witness, please?
Interesting. All right. Okay. Resub Andy, Martian, Rattlesnake, and the Prime French. Yeah, they took his rap video down, didn't they? I don't think that's up anymore. Oh, never mind. They put it back. They played it during the trial. That should be another criminal charge. It's trash. It's fucking trash.
We're going to play it in its entirety, but without volume, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Oh, that probably isn't even standard procedure. The music was just so bad, they're like, we're going to do everyone a favor and mute it.
And
I object to that, and I would like to make an offer of proof for my appeal.
We'll do that outside.
I object. I want to
the
hear my
jury, but
music.
I will allow the state to play it in its entirety.
My shit's
without
fire.
Your Honor, I have all the exhibits they were provided.
Mr. Brooks, I'll take that up along with the other two issues I still need to address.
But how can you play something that I didn't even
Mr. Brooks,
have?
I'll take that up outside the presence of the jury.
This
Your
is
objections are
mind-boggling.
noted.
This is
It's
mind-boggling.
overruled.
Mind-boggling.
I love the way he acts as if he's some kind of seasoned lawyer. My God. In all my 30 years of practicing law, I've never seen something like this. This is... What a circus of a trial. Back to double jeopardy.
actually, Your Honor, I changed my mind. I would like to play the audio, please.
This is mind-boggling.
I want to have it.
You don't want to play the audio.
And then I'll make a ruling and I'll take that up.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you.
So we will play the entire video, Your Honor, 2 minutes, 33 seconds.
I object
Maybe
to
some
that.
stray.
Why does the whole video need to be played?
And ball.
Is this setting the foundation?
It's relevant. You
Mariva,
question the
Chrono, and
officer
row your
about it.
boat.
You question
I
this
question him
detective
about
about his knowledge.
about the still frame from the video. The video wasn't even in the exhibits that I received. I actually didn't even receive them.
Mr.
They were
Brooks,
obtained.
please
Just imagine the worst
Juror
music
has
you've ever
made
heard going
statements.
on right
He's
now.
not testifying. The video's playing.
For anyone that's wondering why this is relevant, it's not just to insult him for how awful he is at music. It's because, and this is actually one of the key things that the internet like pieced together. Not, obviously the investigators did too, but I saw this floating all around Twitter like the day this happened. It's the car. So his vehicle is in this music video, and they were easily able to put that vehicle, at that scene. It's not just to like insult him, it's the same car. Though the music is really bad, and this should be an extra charge for how terribly shit the music is. Your Honor, can we have him maybe sing it for us instead, a cappella? Meet you in the middle? We don't have to listen to the absolutely awful beat, but we can listen to the bars.
So play the sound. I want to hear it now.
I'll address that later.
We address why it was created out of the blue too.
What? What? Created out of the blue? You made the song. What do you mean? I can't believe they actually fucking played. I mean, I can, since it's actually a pretty crucial piece of evidence, but even still, I just hope the jury doesn't have to hear the music. Jury duty's already super long as is. The last thing they need is to be tortured with his music. Leave the resub. Psi. YW or WYD in the Prime Onyx and Tier 1 Lola. Play it for us? I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure they took it off. And I imagine they don't want to put it back up because the man's a fucking murderer. So I couldn't play it even if I wanted to. I'm sure you can find it anywhere online. Re-uploads all over the place. Thanks, Resub McCord. Why is Charlie jacking off? Oh, can you see me scratching my nuts? Oh yeah. Huge. Darrell Brooks flips out when revealed he's a sex offender. Is it the first time he's hearing that too? Your Honor, this is outrageous. I've never heard such a thing. Oh, goodness. Oh, he goes shirtless and throws the tantrum over being ejected from court. I thought he was in the middle of changing into his suit. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta pee real bad. Give me a second. Oh. You have a nice shit? It wasn't a shit. Okay, let's see.
Without having that letter.
So
the state has the ability to question you about that, or question this witness, and to look at the veracity of what your claims are here.
Is your sub JDR?
So, I may take an early lunch. If that's in your
He's
cell,
consulting with the big
you
man
can go
upstairs
get it
for
and
his
bring
legal
it, but
defense. Give him a
without that
moment.
letter, I'm not allowing this line of questioning. Do you have the letter with you in court?
I just said no. How many times I gotta say the same thing on record?
You know, sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much, or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes, and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
But if I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear
In
that
a
just
quiet
fine.
courtroom,
Everybody
yes,
assumes,
we can hear
Checkmate.
it very clearly.
Everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging. Or,
Once again, you're doing this tactic
because
to try to
it's not a
go
tactic.
off
It's
of what
facts.
we're talking
It's
about
facts.
to some other reason.
It's facts. Because I
other
find
thing.
it hard to believe that
I'm gonna
all
let
of
the
a sudden
state.
nobody hears what I say.
I'm going to let the
Come on,
state
man,
make
stop.
a record of why they
Stop.
believe it's objectionable, because I haven't let them do that. I've given
Exit
you
Prime,
multiple opportunities to tell me
Kobiza,
why
and
you
the
I
resub
believe it's
Zero,
get these pictures
Nando,
from nobody else. Why was
Megan,
The
somebody
record will
else
reflect you have two
Tavi,
pictures that you
Chris, and
believe were
Torin.
from this witness.
that I know?
Tier 1 ducks and Tier 1
Which you
arbitrary.
believe.
That I know.
All right, I'll ask the state their position on all of this.
My position, Your Honor, is that these pictures, first of all, should not be admissible. One, because of a discovery violation. We've never seen them before. Two, because we have reason to believe that he did not get them from Erica Patterson. He is on a jail phone call talking to his mother, Dawn Woods, about Dawn Woods sending these photographs to him. Now,
That's a lie. I object to
Let
that.
the state make their argument without
Exit Prime, Eric,
interruption.
the
That's
resub
a lie.
GBZ.
three, I believe that these photographs are designed to make a suggestion to the jury that Erica Patterson is a bad mom. I think that is what the defendant is trying to do. And if we're going to go down that road, then we would be forced to counter that claim. First of all, it doesn't make her an incredible witness, if it's even true. And second of all, if we go down that road, we would be forced to counter that claim. by
Oh, God,
pointing
here
out
comes.
that not only does the defendant not live with the child in question, he doesn't live with any of the other children that he has. He impregnated Erica Patterson when she was a minor in Nevada, and for doing so, he was convicted of statutory sexual seduction, pled guilty in March of 2007 to that felony offense, and is a sex offender on the registry as a result. So
Oof.
if there's any causation that would lead to Erica Patterson being a bad mom, Mr. Brooks has a direct role in that causation.
And that's
Furthermore,
I object to that.
I'm not
because
done.
that's a lie.
Let
Because
him
at the end of
finish.
the day,
Let
if
him
we
finish,
gonna open the door
Mr.
on that, no,
Brooks.
since he want to make a record and not be accurate, so let's be accurate all on the record. Since you think you know so much,
Once
so
again,
we can
Mr.
open the
Brooks
door
is
on.
being
We can
loud,
open the door on how old she told me she
disrespectful,
was when
interrupting.
we met. We can ask that question
He is
too. Then
over the
Did you
top,
ask that?
animated
Did you
right
know
now.
that?
Mr. Brooks, I'm ordering you to sit down and to let the state
No,
finish.
no, I'm not going to sit here and let somebody be inaccurate on the record and lie on the record.
Right. Under Illinois versus Allen, I've warned him repeatedly. He's being removed from the courtroom.
Oh, goodness.
And you know what? Let me dial that back. We're just going to take an early lunch, 1 hour. We'll be back. And unless he brings that letter and he
Don't
can
sit
show
here and try
it
to
is
think he knows what's
inadmissible,
going
he will
on.
not be questioned. And under 90611, I will
Then you gonna
declare
talk
the
about where my kids
cross-examination
live. You don't know where,
closed.
You don't know where, what
Thank
happened
you.
at
We're
the
in
time
recess,
all this
1
happened,
hour.
bruh.
Get your facts straight. So let's open the door on all of it.
What is this
Get all
camera
of it on the
angle?
record. Since you think you know so much. Did you know she said she was 18 when I met her? Did you know that?
Damn. He brought up the sex offenders registry. Rough. Darrell Brooks claims female juror flipped him off. Exit Prime, Alexa. He pled guilty, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, what what do you want from me? I mean, I clearly don't know the charge super well, but yeah, he pled guilty to the sex offenders charge, I suppose. I don't know, man. He seems like he seems like the type. He's a prime sharpshooter in Costa. He's got 76 charges in total. Yep. And he's fighting each and every one of them. Poorly. And by fighting them, I mean not doing anything. He just yells at the judge. He doesn't actually fight the claims. In fact, in all of the clips I've seen, even outside of tonight, I have not once seen him say he is not responsible for this, the murder. I have not once seen him make that claim. He just keeps saying, I'm not Darrell Brooks, apparently. No, Tiana's watching American Horror Story, I think. Thanks to resub kitty. Thanks to the bits, Isaac. Oh, hey, thanks for the raid, Gunner. Appreciate it, man. Hope you had a great stream. Darrell Brooks clearly has long hair, Your Honor. I have a shaved head. Imagine that's one of his defenses. He keeps saying, I'm not Darrell Brooks. He said, I object to being called that name. So, I mean, maybe that is part of his defense. Thanks to resub misery. Thanks to Prime Matt. It is indeed part of his defense. He said he has a shaved head. Oh my god. What remarkable tactics, I suppose. Thanks to Prime Nacho. Okay, hold on. I want to see that clip real quick. What do I type in for that? Shaved head defense? No. I probably don't even need to do that. Maybe just shaved head. Would it be here? Thanks to resub Mortem and Friendly and the Bits Bagel and Prime Matt. Yeah, that third thumbnail is going kind of insano style. But I want to see the one where he's actually using his shaved head as a defense. Thanks to the resub poop. I have not seen Oki's newest video yet. Thanks to Prime Gavi. Oh, it's at the end of the. Oh, no. You're misremembering then. If you're talking about the examination clip, this one, it wasn't him that said, I don't have that hair. It's not me. That was the other side saying he's talking about current appearance as opposed to previous appearance, just like he had a different hairstyle then as opposed to now. That wasn't him saying that, if that's what you're referring to. I think it's the resub or the Prime, the bits plug in the Prime toy. I mean, I guess unless I didn't hear him say it. Again, he speaks very quietly because he refuses to actually speak into the correct device at the right volume. Thanks for the gift sub, Dexter. Yeah. We can get out of this rabbit hole now. We can go into something else. But my god, fucking crazy. Thanks for resub, Smirky. It's when he's cross-examining the cop. Before we go play the stare down, fine, we'll do the stare down.
Want to run the record back?
Mr. Brooks.
So I'm the only one. I got one
Brooks.
ear that work, and I heard that.
This
Come on,
is
man.
to benefit you so
No,
that
it's
you
not.
understand
Ain't none of
your
this to benefit
witness
me, so let's
has
be clear
a
about
prior
that.
record.
Your Honor, when I leave the table, I'm away from the courtroom and I have to elevate my voice. This is the
So she had to
alleged
elevate her
record
voice
of Abel
just for
Lescott.
that.
Stop talking.
Come on, man. Like, I don't know who y'all be thinking y'all fooling. I accept the value in return for value this document.
One more interruption and you're going to be removed to the next courtroom.
That's what you want to do anyway.
It's not what I want to do. Do not interrupt Attorney Opper.
So can
Your
you
Honor,
tell,
I
can you
believe he
explain-
has 7 prior criminal convictions via OWI 2nd from 1997, and OWI 3rd from 1997, and OWI 4th from 2003, criminal trespass to dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break.
He's
This man right now
smoldering.
is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared. And we're taking a break.
What the fuck? Okay. An interesting tactic. Again, not something I would have seen Saul use, but that doesn't mean it's not effective. Bro emoted it. Yeah, he misinput and accidentally emoted in court.